Urgent news, Your Grace. A messenger has come bearing word from the Greatwall. The hold has fallen to a man calling himself the leader of salvation. He's taken captives and threatens to offer up a grand sacrifice to see the land cleansed.
The expedition will keep, Arisen. Head for the Great Wall at once, and quash Salvation's designs afore they're realized. This matter takes precedence over all others. Now go.
This? For me? 'Tis a marvel. I am wondrous glad of it. I feel as if I am just born, newly alive at last, this moment.
Hello, and welcome to episode 18 of my playthrough of Dragon's Dogma. Well, we're finally here. We're finally reaching the endgame. This is Deny Salvation. This officially starts the completion of the main game. And once we have gotten to the Greatwall for Deny Salvation, we are no longer able to deviate from the main quest line. That's right, we are locked in. No more side quests, we automatically fail them. It is a straight line to the finish from this point on. When we first get here, the Greatwall is being attacked by Salvation. Salvation has a lot of monsters on their side. There are these two... Oh, that's a nasty way to wake up. There are these two Cyclopes, of course. And we also have the Snow Harpies. The rub about these Cyclops that makes it kind of difficult is that both of these guys are not only armored, there's two of them. Now, one armored Cyclops is really easy to take care of. Well, actually, one armored Cyclops is really easy to take care of. Just stun him with lightning the entire time. Multiple unarmored Cyclops, now that would be also pretty bearable. Fairly easy as well. Two armored Cyclops just kind of makes it difficult. It also doesn't help that I'm not a particularly strong Mystic Knight yet. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of strength though. Oh, crap. He locked onto the other guy to block instead of the one I wanted him to guard. Ooh, that was a nice perfect block. Also, notice how there's not any music here. That aside though, these are pretty much typical Cyclopes. Just climb onto their backs or something and smash into them. Also, when there's only one, you can start climbing on their legs and crap, and just start smashing their legs. However, the reason I climb onto the back is because it's a lot harder for the other Cyclops to hit you if they do that. We've also got Mira getting her meteor storm going on here, so that should help us quite a bit. It looks like both of them are bleeding pretty badly. Well, that was nice. That ball I was dropping earlier was Magic Cannon. When you hit it, it basically drops an orb that you can hit, and any sort of hit will trigger it. Including hits from enemies, hits from your own allies, area effect attacks. So, and you can stack them. And when they're all in proximity, they kind of hit with each other. And here's why that is helpful. Oh, Maelstrom just wrecked that Cyclops. Did you see that? Anyways, here's why I was doing that. I was hoping to sort of... Because if you have a lot of them and a high enough magic score, you can deal some pretty nasty damage. However, my spells aren't really my magic cannons aren't really lasting very long, and furthermore, their damage is pretty minuscule. Really, they work best when they are enchanted, since those little the orbs they fire, the missiles will take the element of whatever is on your weapon. So say you have a weapon with flame boon on it, or you self-enchanted it with the Mystic Knight's flame enchantment on their weapons, you will gain a nice little several fireballs. And if you manage to drop all 4 magic cannons at the same time, you can put on a pretty nasty hurting. But now that we've dealt with the Cyclops, let's charge our way into the castle. The fort is pretty much a linear path. There's a little spot over here, but there's really no reason to investigate. There's nothing out here. So, with all that said and done, let's proceed further inward. As you can imagine, most of the enemies here are undead, and of course, salvation people. That wasn't nice. Since we all have blunt weapons, these skeletons will go down pretty easily.
Attack quickly.
Even without blessed weapons. However, if you are one of those people who need the help of an element, I would go blessed weapon. Blessed weapon is all around pretty good, and furthermore, holy boon I mean. Furthermore, it's really good for these skeletons and the like. Okay, so some of the Duke's men are apparently captured, and we need to help. You can strike it down, that'll work, or, because remember, those men are stuck behind that locked door over there. So, do you see what I'm seeing? We need to be fairly quick, or we can just skip this part entirely and proceed further inward. But you know, we're gonna do the nice thing. We're gonna be a nice guy and help him out, you know? So I'm just gonna grab this fire barrel, and here in a minute I'm going to chuck it at that wall, which these guards are trying in vain to break open. Don't worry though, these guys are on our side. They're in our party, so just swing away. Nothing will hurt them. Well, at least nothing that you can drop, at least. So don't worry about accidentally catching them in like an area and effect spell, or with like that explosion thing. That being said, they don't seem to do any damage. And the enemies generally hone on you. Oh, she dropped a meteor storm inside. Nice job. We're almost to the soldiers. Ooh. Oh, see, you can see their health bars popping up. They're all beat up. Ooh. Sue just murdered them. And once we've rescued these guys, they just start showering us with healing items. It's pretty legit.
That was far too close for my liking. Here, take this. Let it be of use to you, sir.
Thank you. And doing that is more than just for a fuzzy feeling. You see, we have this really tough fight up ahead where we have to go up these stairs, right? Potentially a really tough fight.
Stay vigilant.
Because they have the high ground, and we do not. However, if we rescued the guards, Sir Diggin here has a Sir Diggin here has a key that'll let us bypass them and come around and attack them from behind.
We're at a disadvantage while they hold the higher ground.
Just as Argon said. Let's take care of this one salvation member, and then, well, no, we'll just head up. I think Mira just killed them. Mira or Sue. One or the other. Either way. We got some loot here. Yeah, this place, by the way, very big on loot. You can easily get some pretty good gear here. We just got ourselves a, we got ourselves an upgrade to our gauntlet. Slightly. We do lose a bit of magic defense, but we gain a little bit of strength and magic in return. Plus, they look pretty boss, in my opinion. I'd like to replace my armor at some point. I don't like showing off my armpits. Or maybe that's my shirt, I don't know. Let's give these salvation creeps a bit of a surprise. But, nope. Looks like Sue, Argon, and Mira probably took care of them. Yeah, look at them. They're all just dead. If nothing else, we do get loot out of going through that side passage. Even if it's not too difficult to where skipping it is something we absolutely have to do.
Mad! Salvation is mad to conjure up such monsters. They'll be eaten, sure as the rest of us. Forgive me, sir, but I'll not open this door. I'll not be food for those beasts.
Hey, it's a chimera. I think the last time we killed a wild one of those in like a couple minutes, right? Probably less than that. Go back and watch that video. It was pretty fast. Not much to say. It's a chimera fight. Just take out the snake, then the goat, then the lion, and you will be in a very good place. However, it's more than that. It's even easier than that is. See that back there? That's right, that's a ballista. Complete with regular bolts and explosive shots. So it's just an easier fight than usual for an already kind of underwhelming monster.
Then it's slain? Amazing! Sir, you are amazing! I thought the Arisen little more than the stuff of old tales. How wrong I was. Huh? The door? The door? Oh, of course, sir. I shall open it straight away.
Despite everything, this quest does give you a pretty good confidence boost, because all of these soldiers are like extremely grateful for you. It's pretty cool. So we got even more loot. Ooh, a robe. I believe I know who might like that. Let's see how Mira will fit in it. Because remember, she's supposed to be a little girl. I don't want to, I don't want anything to make her immodest. Huh, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's... Ugh, I don't like that. I need to get rid of that helmet at some point. Give her something a bit better, but I think that's pretty legit right now. Let's get my weight down to very light. I have a feeling I will need that extra mobility. If you didn't know, I have a, Oh, they can't hold on to it. If you didn't know, I have an, I have a augment that allows me to have a much higher very light threshold, giving me some mobility. I will look up what that is and put it in the description when I upload this. We have another sort of similar... Oh, never mind. We have another sort of similar approach here. We have a bunch of mages. And we have this little alcove in here where we can bypass them. And we're going to go ahead and fight our way through both of them. Let's flame riposte. Take care of these guys right now. That's it?
Maybe a light was aimed by falling from too great a
Well, that was underwhelming.
It's more fragile than it seems. Let's have a look.
Don't need that.
Leave it to me.
I think we're good to press on. Sorry if I sound a little tired, by the way. It's extremely hot in my room right now. So I'm not feeling... Oh, here we go, mini-boss.
Find their leader on the roof, no doubt.
In the before the Greatwall Gate room, we have something we probably haven't seen before. It's a skeleton knight, a really good, really powerful skeleton knight. It's tough, but it's still a skeleton. It goes down with a good couple whacks from our Warhammer here.
But first, take what you will from the storeroom. Just the least we can offer you.
We got the undying loyalty of these soldiers of the Greatwall Encampment. And that is pretty neat. We are going to need all the allies we can get.
Anytime. I wonder what's inside.
What's inside, Mira? Oh, it looks like a warrior weapon. Yeah, it's a warrior weapon. There we go, Argon. You can be heavy. Actually, it's kind of funny. The guy in plate armor there is the guy who is in... who also has lightweight. I guess he has the same augment as I do. Gotta get rid of something. I'm just gonna eat all these even though I don't need to. They're not that helpful. There we go.
Ah, the Arisen. Welcome. It would seem our fates are closely bound. The honeyed sleep of destruction will find this place, and all the world in its turn. Indeed, the coming night ill needs us, its faithful harbingers. Just as you and your hubris cannot hope to stop the divine beast that marked you. Before its might, you stand as useless and frail as this ungainly contrivance of brick and mortar. Nonetheless, the trice you might delay the dragon's coming is blasphemy just the same. I had brought my flock to see these walls reduced to dust. But first they shall peel the flesh from your bones, my dear Arisen.
Alright, so this is our boss. We have to defeat a pair of whites. And they're aided by a bunch of skeletons which they can summon. Whites themselves are basically floating skeleton mages. They're tougher than skeleton mages. Tough enough to actually be a sort of mini-boss mob. And like other undead, they have the same weaknesses. Holy. What really makes them kind of tough, what can make them kind of tough, is if you lacked a true ranged option. Because you will be not very well able to hit them, except during specific points when they lower themselves to the ground. Having a bow makes this a lot easier. And furthermore, you get a little cutscene whenever they are nearby. Whenever they drop down. that focuses on them. All this being said, this can be a pretty tough boss fight if you're not taking advantage of when they drop down. What can you do? Well, you can, if, like I said, if you have a ranged option, try a ranged option. My magic cannon is not a reliable ranged option because it's targeting the zombies, which I don't care about fighting, rather than the whites themselves. Furthermore, it's doing piddly damage to them. You saw that I was jumping in there trying to grab them. Well, you can't grapple them out of the area either. Oh, that's right. They're not just mages. They are proper sorcerers. Wow, being in this little, like, muddled area is just giving me a ton of lag. I'm just gonna move out of here. And yeah, that is not like lag from like the video program. That is actual lag in game. All those magical effects kind of drive it crazy. And you know what? I am done with this magic cannon bullshit. I am just gonna have to hope that I can eventually get it to come down enough to where I can wail on it with my hammer, you know? Fuck that. There we go. You can't do combos on the ground under them either. You have to actually jump up and hit them. Which works well if you're someone who can do multiple hits in the air, like a rogue or something, strider, anyone with a dagger. But once you actually are able to hit them, they die pretty easily.
I fear I have misjudged the extent of your skill, dear Arisen. I see it was folly to worry of walls and armies while you still live. However, it seems my regret will be short-lived. Don't you feel it? The very air dances around us. The long night is come. The dragon's reign at last begins. Merciful winged death! All-powerful and merciless Grigori! Behold, you unrepentant blasphemers! This is absolute truth! This is salvation!
The rantings of an up-jump zealot make for tedious listening. His ilk serves no role in what is to come. Only my death will staunch the flood of destruction, a task still far beyond your means. If you would face me, seek me out, and I shall allow it. But heed the zealot's lesson well. When the weak court death, they find it. Until then, I shall hold your little keepsake safe. Your dragon forged will speak for my diligence in that. The choice falls not to me, nor to the whims of fate. It is yours alone.
It's a good thing I survived that fall, but what was that the dragon just dropped? It looks a little familiar. Wait. I gave this to Celine though, right? Oh no. Oh no.